Community. How are you today? Welcome to this special, quick little live from Human Power Solutions. I'm Sandra Coker, the CEO of Human Power Solutions and the author of the international bestseller People Profit: How to Improve Your Bottom Line by Investing in Those Above It. Today, I want to talk about our latest podcast episode that was released the other day, and it's with the executive director of the Crossroads Continuum, Leah Spiliotes. She's the president and CEO, and she has a deep understanding of leadership experience. She's a proud baby boomer and a champion for honoring wisdom and relationships in the multi-generational workplaces. Leah's career was built on pillars of hard work, loyalty, structure, responsibility, collaboration, and genuine personal connections that build lasting trust. We're here to talk about her insightful episode that was just dropped on Monday for the People Profit, and it's with our multi-generations in the workplace series. So if your organization spans baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z, you'll want every generation to feel valued and to contribute fully. This is a much watch or a listen to podcast. So I would love to have you guys listen to it. So a couple things that we talked about on this episode was that baby boomers value that hard work, that loyalty, that respecting that structure and valuing experience, responsibility, and collaboration, plus the power of direct personal connections. Thinking about your organization, how have these kind of shaped leadership within your organization? The other thing we talked about was the unique contribution of baby boomers. We talk about how baby boomers bring that institutional knowledge, that sound judgment, perseverance through all of it, that accountability, and a steady approach that provides stability and mentorship. And we really want that to be in our purview. And so now I want to welcome Leah. Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are
Huh?
you?
Good. We had some technical issues, but I was just telling our audience about our episode, which I'm so excited about.
Well, hold on one second because this is work-life balance. I actually have a puppy here with me. Hold
Oh,
on.
nice.
Milo, come.
So we've also talked about baby boomers. Hello, little puppy. Oh, I love it.
Milo, this is my work-life balance at a senior age.
I love this. So Leah, we talked on the episode that boomers aren't stuck in their ways and that you're still learning. So can you talk a little bit about what that's a misconception that I think a lot of people don't have.
Well, I think what happens is that individuals for different age groups kind of get themselves boxed in with a certain vantage point of what these people are like. And I think it's coming together and sharing stories and learning from one another about what's important and what will make them be more satisfied in their work life.
I love that. And you came to Crossroads at a little bit at a tender age of whatever that was for your second
Closing in
year.
on 70, let's say
Yeah,
that.
let's say that. Okay. And you've really founded your success on staying open-minded and curious and flexible. So what's something that you could tell leaders that are at that point where they don't want to be done, they don't want to retire, it's boring, right? What would you tell people?
I think it's very interesting. The life transition, once you've spent many, many decades in a career, can be very daunting. And I think the most important part of it is figuring out what's your passion.
Yeah.
And I apologize for Milo. What's your passion? And hold on, I'm sorry. Milo, come here.
I love live.
Hold on.
It's all good. Well, this is what happens, everybody, in work-life balance.
Work-life balance. I apologize.
No good. Yeah.
Easier said than done. I think it's finding your passion. For me, I spent multiple decades in one industry, in the healthcare industry.
Yeah.
And when I thought about how I wanted to spend the balance of my life after retiring from that industry, it was what was going to keep me excited, what was going to focus in on my passion, which happens to be autism because of my son who's profoundly autistic. And I think that's it, being open and talking to people and finding out what they've done. I spent an awful lot of time working with other women who are in their transition years to say, hey, what is it that would carry you?
Mm,
What are you curious about, and what would you like to focus on? And just really let a lot of things come in and go
love
um,
that.
over time.
That's that's great. And then, last thing the last part of this, and guys, you've got to listen to this full episode because Leah just dropped some beauties during this entire episode. So this is just a teaser. But you've mentioned you've got a younger staff that you're working with right now, and they seek you out for projects. What have you learned from them that you could share as a quick highlight?
The quickest highlight that I could talk about is that I think the younger generation can be misrepresented by thinking that they're only focused on work-life balance and that work is just a job. And
Yeah.
what I found is the same amount of curiosity that I had growing up in my career, the same amount of dedication that I had pursuing my career goals is really refreshing to see in this younger generation. And the
Hmm.
other thing that I would say is they are incredibly flexible and open to discussion.
Yeah.
And so again, they are less locked in their own ways and more curious and open to learning. And I think that's something that I have found has carried me through my career. And it's just so nice to see a generation that are 22-year-olds, 27-year-olds, 33-year-olds having that
Yeah.
same fresh look on where they can go and what their career can be.
Oh, this is great. This is just a quick little teaser of the episode that just dropped on Monday on the People Profit Podcast. You can find that on the peopleprofitbook.com. You can go onto Spotify, Amazon, Apple, anywhere you find your podcast. Please take a listen to what Leah has to say. Leah, thank you so much for all of your
Thank
great
you.
insights and your perspectives. And we will see you soon. Take
Thank you
care.
so much. All
All
righty.
right. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.